Right, 28 February 2020. And today I want to quickly look at the very sad situation that is developing, considering the estate of genius Ginimbi Kadungure, and the unfortunate lesson that we are learning from what is happening there is that if you do not organize your affairs in properly when you are still alive, when you die, you lose everything. So Ginimbi is dead. After his death, he died on 8th November. And now we are just reaching the 1st of March. That means it's been approximately 4 months. And Ginimbi is just about to lose everything that he worked for. And this needs to be sorted out. There is still a chance that this can be sorted out, but that chance is getting less and less. It's getting slimmer and slimmer, the chances of that being sorted out. So if you look at this picture on the screen, this is the day when Ginimbi's will was read. And you can see there Nelia, you can see there Zodwa, you can see the father and the other sister. So everyone was in agreement. They agreed to this will. But as we speak today, the family is now in court and they are contesting that will. They are saying the person who has been appointed as an executor, who is a lawyer, she is fake. She was not supposed to be the executor, and the decision to appoint her as the executor must be reversed. I don't know who they want to appoint as the executor, but the situation is very, very bad. They are accusing her of trying to steal. Basically, that's what they're saying. She's trying to steal the property of the late Ginimbi. She's abusing her authority. And here I'm talking about Patricia Darangwa. And the people who are accusing her, if you go to gambakwe.com right now, you will see the full court case. So I put the full court papers on gambakwe.com, where you can see who is the person who is taking the other to court. And obviously, Nelia is the one taking Darangwa to court. She wants the will that was put out, which was accepted by the family, to be declared invalid. And this is not the beginning of it. This is not even the start of it. The situation in the Ginimbi business empire is very, very bad. So let's look at Botswana. I want to start with Botswana. Ginimbi's biggest business is in Botswana. You can see there the house that he's standing in front of. That is his Botswana house. And he's got a business there called Quick Gases. That is one of the biggest gas companies in Botswana. On the 22nd of January, the Botswana authorities were forced to stop all trading by Quick Gases. The reason being that there is a guy there called Leo Chiweshe. He was given power of attorney by Ginimbi when he was alive to run the business in Botswana. Now, Leo is refusing to hand over all the documents and all the business transactions to the family of Ginimbi. However, that is not the worst of it. The business of Ginimbi owes a lot of money to a bank called FNB Botswana. And this money that they were owing has not been paid ever since Ginimbi died. There's been no payment, and the bank is on the verge of foreclosing. So they're just about to close the business, liquidate, and get their money. And this guy, Leo Chiweshe, has also been fighting with Nelia. So you can see Nelia, where she's been up and down. She has gone to Botswana with Darangwa, and they went there without success. They've negotiated with the bank, but the bank has only given them a few months. Otherwise, they are going to close that business in Botswana. So if Ginimbi loses the Botswana business, quick gases, there is no more business. There's no more cash flow coming in. And basically, you can forget about anything being recovered because Leo, who knows everything that is happening, is just going to disappear. And the deaths, they're probably going to be more than the assets that are there in Botswana. In the court papers, there's also the issue of the car. There was a Lamborghini. I think this is the one here on the left. In that will, this Lamborghini was given to a guy called Kit Kat. So what Nelia is saying is that this is not true. This Lamborghini was not left to Kit Kat. That instruction was fake. So she's basically challenging the whole will, and she doesn't want to hand over the car to Kit Kat. But I think the car has already been handed over very, very quickly. And she's saying, why did Patricia do it so quickly? So maybe Patricia is working with these people to strip the assets of Ginimbi. And if you look carefully, you'll see that Miss Shirley is not there in all this. She's not in the papers. She's behind the scenes. So what this means is that Nelia is doing all this, but she doesn't have the support of the people who really know what was going on when Ginimbi was alive. And I think at the moment, Nelia needs assistance. She needs someone who is going to assist so that she doesn't make mistakes, because she'll end up making a lot of mistakes. And if she makes those mistakes, the family will end up losing everything. Already, as I said, the Botswana business is in trouble. The South African business is in trouble. My understanding is that the employees in South Africa were not being paid, and most likely the offices in South Africa are probably closed. I do not see any business taking place here in South Africa. So the Botswana business was the main business, but that has been closed on the 22nd of January by Botswana authorities, who said, sort out your succession issues first before we can continue. And there's also the story that people like Leo Chweshe are stealing the tanks in Botswana and they're taking them to Zimbabwe. And once you take the tank from Botswana to Zimbabwe, that means the customer in Botswana cannot refill, because in Botswana, each company uses a special type of tank. And if that tank is out of circulation, you cannot have the business running. Ginimbi had 10,000, according to the court papers. Ginimbi had 10,000 tanks, which were circulating in Botswana. But slowly, those are being reduced. And Nelia and the people around her, they do not have an idea of what was going on. And I think Miss Shirley was basically a personal assistant. She was not someone who was managing the business. She was basically just a personal assistant. People were hanging around with Ginimbi. They were not running the business. They were not managing. And everything is now up in the air. No one knows what is happening. And those who can strip have started to strip the assets. So I don't want to take too long. This is a very, very short story. There's a court case. The family is challenging the will, which they originally accepted. They want Patricia Darangwa to be declared as someone who is not the executor. And I'm not sure who they want to put as the executor. I don't know which will they want to use. And Nelia, I think she needs assistance. Someone more adult needs to come there and assist her so that she doesn't make mistakes. And also, some of the cars have already been sold. Patricia has already sold some of the cars, and Kit Kat probably has another car. The business in Botswana has collapsed. And in fact, they're in trouble because they owe so much to the bank. So that is the summary. You can go to gambakwe.com and you can read the full court case there. I've uploaded the full court case. If you just look, watch live, Ginimbi's business empire collapses, you will see the full court case there. Very, very sad situation, what is happening with Ginimbi's empire. And I think the lesson there is that before you die, you need to make sure you've got a will, You need to make sure that it's signed. You need to make sure that your instructions are clear, and you need to make sure that there is proper management of your affairs. So if you die and you don't have those, you're going to lose everything that you own. Just like we're seeing here, Nelia is obviously, she's a young person. There was need here to have an adult, even to appoint a CEO to run this thing, so that lawyers, family members, friends, girlfriends, they don't come and strip everything. Also, people who are handling Ginimbi's assets at the moment, they need to be found so that they can return what they've taken, and this situation does not continue where everything is being lost. Right, so I'm going to end it here, and I'll be back tomorrow. Let me see if there's any comment here that we need to see. Right, and teach your relatives. Sandy Mlaka. Yes, I do have a will, and I update it every year. If you go to my bank right now, you're going to see my will. You're going to see instructions of what to do if I die. I'm not afraid of dying. And I'm not afraid of giving proper instructions when I die. But I'm not a millionaire yet. Soon, I'll be, but not now. May I disagree in this case? David, I'm not sure what you want to disagree with. Right, I think that's it for today. We don't have much here, much in terms of comments. Please go to gambako.com and read the comments, and also read the will, the court case. You'll see the court case there. There's a full court case document from there. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll talk again tomorrow. Good night.